Well, hello there. Welcome to Bathrobe Moments After Dark. Even though if you see behind me, it's not quite after dark, but we're still going. I should have maybe closed the blinds. I wouldn't have had to tell on myself. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Lauren Michaels Harris with you, and it is Bathrobe Moments After Dark. I'm so excited to be here. I see you guys. Quit peeking through my windows and get on in here. I'm looking at the screen. I see you. Come on in here, JL Maestro, Angel Hope, Wendy Meyer, and the rest of you. Come on, don't be shy. You can bring that little brown paper bag you got too with your drink, because I sure got mine right here. Ding. Sure do. Welcome to tonight's installment, everybody, with the silly guy here, Laura Michaels Harris. As I said, we're here tonight. Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock. Usually I take off this robe and put on a smoking jacket, but I put it on, and it was that Versace one, and it just imagine that with all this stuff going on, and I was too lazy to. I certainly wasn't going shirtless. Lord Jesus, no, not while I'm still carrying the COVID-20. I'm serious. I'm suffering from COVID-20, 20 pounds that I have gained while this whole thing has been going on. And that's the truth. So, no, I'm not coming out of nothing. I'm putting on stuff. So, anyway, nonetheless, we're here. Put my little brim on, did a little something different because I'm so excited about my guest tonight. She's like, I don't know, a whole bunch of things wrapped up into one. Um, I don't want to say names because then they're going to think you're comparing her. But I looked back, I saw a little peek of Brittany back in her background. I saw all kinds of stuff. Reminded me of my days of wanting to be a club kid and hit those, when I was out there tearing it up back in the day. I just turned 58 the 4th of July, and I just took my new knee out. I feel so old. I feel like a golden boy. I took my new knee out to play tennis last night for the very first time since I had my complete knee replacement in January. So you know what? I don't care. 58 ain't nothing but a number. That's all it is. And our number tonight is Cloud Nine, because we're all going to be on Cloud Nine by the end of this hour, I guarantee you. Jacqueline Seymour is in the house tonight, and she is. I don't even know if I can say up and coming, because when you go back and you look at all of her portfolio, it's quite extensive. But we're going to talk about a lot of things. She has a new song coming out, children's book author, which I think is great. She's going to read a little something for us tonight, show us a little something tonight. She also has a movie coming out in the fall. Well, they start not coming out; they start filming. My correction. They start filming in the fall. We're going to talk about all of it. So if you ever wanted to meet a real life zombie, and you'll know why I said that here in a little bit, stay put. You're going to meet her. I know that I thought she was going to come in a limo or something. Right? You know how these celebrities are. This girl, I heard she was coming in with a herd of camel and something. I don't know what camels. I don't know what that is, if it has something to do with the movie. But, they said she was riding. The guy was fanning her. They were feeding her grapes, the whole nine. Let's see. Is that her? Oh,
Hey, Loren, how are you?
good. Is that your hair or is that cotton candy?
I think it's a little bit of everything.
Let me ask you, did you see the promo I did for you?
I did.
Did
I
you
loved
notice
it.
the building next door was pink and all the lights coming out of the building were pink?
I loved it. Actually, people were asking me, is that real? And I said, honestly, I couldn't tell you.
Are you looking at it? It's what you want it to be.
Yes, I loved it. I think that's totally clever. Very
Oh,
clever
thank
move.
you. Only the best for you. I was like, okay, she goes to all these things. You do so many things. I'm so excited to have you. Welcome to Bathrobe Moments After Dark.
Thank
And
you.
introduce yourself. Tell everybody who you are, where you're at in the world, and at least crack the shell on who Jacqueline Seymour is.
Sure. Well, I'm originally from Massachusetts, born and raised, proud.
Mm.
And as you guys know, we have probably the lowest COVID cases here right now. Cross
Yeah,
our fingers.
gotta find some wood, girl. That's good to know.
It is. It is. It means we're doing our jobs here.
Right.
So I'm a singer-songwriter, ghost producer, ghost writer. I do a little bit of everything. I'm an actress, well, upcoming actress, I should say. And I am a children's book author, which is honestly been my goal for many years. And I'm so happy to be able to be helping children with reading and reading development and just everything in that learning aspect.
I am so excited to talk about that. Just the fact alone, I'm going to hit this early and ask people to show some love when you see this on the screen or you hear this. That's the bell of purpose. What that bell, people think that this bell actually, this bell to so my husband, when I was recouping with my knee replacement, I wanted to be able to ring this to get his attention to go and fetch me things, but he would never show up for bell training prior to my surgery, so this thing never did get used. So it was all about, hey honey, but anyway, that's what I would have done anyway. So I said, well, what can I use this bell for? I bought it on purpose, so I'm going to use it with purpose. And what it means is when you hear this bell ring, it's your opportunity out there in TV land to get inside the show, be a part of it, be a part of something greater than yourself, which means when you hear the bell, it means our guest has said something that, well, can I get an amen? Hallelujah. I'm loving what you're putting down, so I'm going to pick it up. It's also a chance for you to hit the share button. That's a great time to
Ah.
call a friend, invite a friend, maybe even start a watch party. Why keep all the goodness to yourself? Share some of that ooey gooey chewy center with someone you care about. Let them know what's going on over here. Invite them in, and you won't be sorry. So, Jacqueline, so that's what the bell means. When you hit the bell, when you hear the bell, that means I was like, girl, okay, I'm feeling it. So I'm excited. First of all, Jacqueline, you are currently living where?
I'm living in Massachusetts.
So you are in Massachusetts. Okay.
Yes.
Are you moving between the coast? Now that's an odd. Well, not really. It's because you're East Coast. You're not far from New York.
I do travel occasionally when I need to, if it's a special song and it needs specific recording props or mixing or something like that. I do travel for that. For movies, I travel. And for just writing, currently I'm just writing from my home, and we're publishing them with Waldorf Publishing.
Okay, congratulations. That's worthy of a ring. And the children's book thing, when I saw on your resume when we were doing research on you about coming on the show, that pre-stuff, one of the things that jumped out at me is that you're a children's author. You don't look like when you see you on the album covers and things like that, one would not think that you put your hair up in a bun and just sit down in your sweats and your flannel shirt or whatever it is, your little wife beater. And I hate that term, but I don't know what else to call it. Tank top and sit there and you write things that enlighten little people. So tell us about that. What got you into being a children's author?
Well, I actually graduated from Becker College,
Okay.
and I went for early childhood developmental psychology, which I graduated, should I say junior college for that. So from there, I taught children. I taught kindergarten, and I absolutely loved it. I really loved it. And when my first child was born, he had an issue with his hearing. He had 40% hearing loss, and my father's an ENT doctor, which is wonderful because he cured him literally. He brought him back to 100% hearing, but he would pronounce his words. Yeah, instead of car, he would say dar. Things like that. And we didn't pick up on it right away until he was about 5 years old. I want to say, 5 years old, when the pronunciation stage really started. So from there, I ended up, seeing what he was going through and the struggles that kids go through to try to read and can't really even communicate with their parents to say, hey, look, I can't hear. I can't.
How do they know?
Because, right, exactly. So
that's the oldest?
Yes, that's my 19-year-old currently, and he owns his own
19
business.
What months?
19 years.
Girl, you look. I'm fixing to find. I got something for you. Okay, quit it. Seriously, quit playing with us.
Good
you
makeup
need to quit
skills.
playing for real. Huh? You have a 19-year-old?
I do, and a 13-year-old. Actually, he's going to be 20, and she is going to be 14 this August.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that must make for a really great dynamic for them. You don't look like, I'm sure, most of their peers' mothers do.
My son will not go to doctor's appointments or dental appointments with me anymore because he gets asked if I'm his girlfriend.
Yeah, that's kind of gross when you're that age. You're like,
it's creepy. It's
worse
creepy.
when you're 13, but at 19, it gets kind of like weird. You know what I mean?
I got to put the grandma clothes on when I go.
Yeah, wait till one of his friends. Or it probably happened already. Has one of his friends ever hit on you?
I don't know if I should go there, but yes.
I asked you if there was anything off limits before we got out here. So,
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine.
yeah,
No,
but I'm just saying because you know how
we
kids
share
are.
jokes about it. He and I joke about that all the time. Yes, a couple of his friends have actually thought I was a sister and made some really funny jokes, and I'm like, nope, whoa,
Okay,
no.
so are you open? You're so you tell that. So, how old are you?
I'm actually 43. I'm going to be 44
Wow.
in January.
Well, congratulations on that one.
I'm proud
So,
of it though. I
you ought
love
to
my
be. That's what I
age. I
mean.
love my age. I love my age,
Thank you.
honestly.
I do too. You know, it isn't as fun now at 58 when you say 58. People, oh, well, you
You
don't
don't
look it.
look it
They
though.
used to say
You
now when it was like,
do not look it.
well, thank you. But when I was in my 40s and looked a lot younger than that, then it was like, what? 40? I like that better. It got a little less and less every year. Oh, no big deal. That's what I thought, you know. But anyway, so let me ask you this, to be
Sure.
honest. So, looking like you do, doing what you do, all the places
Yep.
you go, what's the youngest guy that's ever hit on you and was serious about
Oh boy. Um, a 17-year-old.
it?
Yeah,
God
and
rest her soul. She just
I
died yesterday. Mary, what is it? Mary Kay Letourneau.
oh,
Remember,
yes.
isn't that something? Did
Yes.
you hear that?
I did.
She
I
passed away
did.
from cancer yesterday.
Yeah, it's so sad. How many it's so sad how many of the younger and the older generation are dying lately. I mean, it's
You remember her
devastating.
story,
So
right? Or are you too young for that?
I think I remember
She
some
had
of
a
it. Yes.
13-year-old. Remember, she was a teacher, and then
Yes.
she wouldn't stay. She couldn't stay away from him. She was like bitten and
Yes.
smitten and
Yeah.
bitten, and wouldn't. And they ended up being married. They had kids and all this, and they got divorced or whatever. But yeah, she just passed away. So you know how
Oh,
that is. Right. So
yeah.
let's. Speaking of, let me just ask you. Um, how do you feel when you're in that world that you're in of entertainment and all this stuff about the difference between infamy and famous?
You have to really stay grounded. Um it's I have a lot of people that look up to me. I have people that ask to work with me, even even if they don't have links out or songs out and things like that. And honestly, I just had a girl today ask me, would you do a song with me, a cover song for fun? And I said, absolutely. I said, I'm totally open to that. I'm not snobby. I don't think I'm better than anybody else.
Uh huh.
Um, and honestly, you have to keep that. You have to keep. I think it's also a part of being 43.
Yeah.
When you're younger and you start in the business much younger, it seems to go to a lot of kids' heads. That's when they get into drugs, they get into partying, they get into
Oh
other
yeah.
things. My family keeps me grounded. The things that I do keeps me grounded. I don't have swears in my songs, things like that.
Mhm.
It's just certain things that you have to stay focused with and really want within your realm, I guess, is the best
Yeah,
way to say
I
it.
get it. I get it.
Yep, your
So,
circle.
so how old were you when you got in? When you first, not when you started dreaming about it, because that's probably way back. But
Sure.
how old were you when you actually were able to start thinking about or doing things that were business related to the entertainment industry? Like when your
Fair
parents were
enough
like,
question.
"Okay, go ahead."
Yep.
Were you already
Yep.
an adult?
I had my daughter. It was about,
Oh,
I want to say it was probably about 12 years ago now. Um, and I had started
when you
writing
started
songs.
this career,
Yeah. Yeah. I had started writing in my house, just,
you okay? You're talking about the books
oh, no,
or
I'm
the
talking, sorry,
songwriting.
songwriting.
So the
Yes.
music
Yes.
and all that and everything started 12 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. But actually, professionally, once I had
Wow.
posted them online, um, a friend had actually told me, your songs are really good. Post them online, see where it goes. And I kind of laughed. I'm like, you know, no one's gonna really think this is good, and you do, as a human being, you don't always look at the things that you do and really say, hey, something great is going to come out of this. Something
Hmm.
really big is going to come out of this. I'm going to meet a lot of people. I'm going to work with a lot of big people.
Hmm.
Um, and once I posted my music, I started getting labels and a lot of producers, big
Hmm.
ones, EMI Music, um, that wanted to work with me, wanted my songs, wanted me to, write a song with them or vocals or put lyrics.
And was it
And
always really for that? Because you know
it
how they are.
yes, I
Yeah.
I
Can
did
you
have a
come over?
lot.
It's like a
I
booty call at 3 in the morning. A
It
drunk,
is.
you know what I'm saying? Look, I
Oh
got an
yeah.
album on the wall back there.
Yep.
I'm 58, so let me tell you something. Some things are always there. I'm not just saying you're a pretty woman, you're a beautiful woman.
Thank you.
You know, and so, and I think that's important. And as a matter of fact, the reason I brought that up is because that's really where I want to go next. I want to ask you something because you're not the traditional
Right.
road to doing this. A lot of these kids start really early, and parents are trying to
Yes.
talk them out of it. And I don't agree with that either. If that's their passion, you know, it doesn't mean that everybody's doomed. If they're, you're proof of that, and also that look, you can start whenever you're ready to start. But I want to ask you this:
Exactly.
if you were to just okay, let's say the 10 people in your life right now, today, that you're doing projects with, that you know you talked to probably 2 or 3 times in the last couple of days. You know what I mean? You're on their page today, they were on yours, blah, 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 blah. So out of those 10 people, is there anybody in those 10 that if your daughter, if the roles were reversed and you were just a normal mom and she was the budding star, are there any of those 10 people that you would, if you knew what you know now, are there
Yep.
any people in your life in this business that you would steer her away from? Or could you say, I'd give
Um,
full access to both directions?
yes, I would definitely. I've come across many people in the industry of all kinds. To
Oh,
answer that question, all kinds. I have had uh, many letdowns to the point where I was going to quit. I'm not going to lie. I have had tears, happiness, anger through it all, and it is a very trying business. I can
oh
be
yeah.
on. You have to have thick skin for it. You have to know how to handle yourself in an uncomfortable situation. You have to know how to be assertive, aggressive, motivated, projective, and most of all, you have to know how to manage yourself, because if you get in the wrong hands, that manager can put you in the wrong hands. So I mean, it is with my daughter. My daughter loves singing. She's got an incredible voice. I was trying
I
to get
see.
her in here for this, but
Oh, you
I don't know
should have.
if
Where's she
I
at?
might still be able to get her down
You'll get
here.
her.
maybe
Get her near
may,
the phone. I'll get her.
maybe we'll do a little short duet together, but
Okay, nice.
a live one. But as far as the acting, she definitely wants to get into the acting. She's actually talking to the same company that I'm working with currently, which is Angry Troll
Okay,
Studio.
nice.
I love them. They are wonderful people, the whole great team of people. And I honestly wouldn't just put her in the hands of anybody. So I
Right.
mean,
So you're
as
saying that the people in your world right now, if your daughter, if the world opened up to her and that she must have walked in. Oh,
she
you're
just
not shy.
this is Sydney.
Oh, you're
My
cute. Scoot over. Get out of the way, Jacqueline. I'm just kidding. Hi.
Hi. I can't
Okay,
really
who's
hear.
got the license to carry a rifle in that house? Somebody better.
my husband.
Good. Tell them to keep them locked and loaded.
Oh
Right.
yeah. Yep,
What's
we
her
have that
name?
problem.
What?
What's your name?
Sydney.
Sydney. Sydney Seymour.
Mhm.
Oh, ooh,
I
you got
can't
some
help it.
haters. Sydney Seymour, you got some haters at your school, girl.
She does.
Just for your name alone. Did you see what Sydney Seymour was wearing today? God, she always has the best clothes. Right? Oh yeah, we all knew a Sydney Seymour.
She steals
Okay.
mine.
I bet she does. So nice to meet you. So how you feeling? How are your courts feeling tonight, Sydney?
Can you
Feeling
sing a
pretty
little
warmed
something to
up?
me? Just we'll do a
Look at
short
her face. Look at her
acapella.
face.
I did pull something out. I pulled let me see. How about If I Die Young by
Now,
the band Perry?
okay, but Sydney, notice how you're shocked and she's not, and she has the stuff right there. I think this is called a blind side slash setup.
It is.
You may call on all of your forces to get
It's good
whatever you want
payback.
on her. Right. Ice cream later. Right. Okay, I'm excited. We
So you
love
want to
live entertainment here on
we're
live
going to just
TV.
a little bit. We're just going to do a
Just a
little
little bit.
acapella.
Go
So
for it, girl.
this has no effects, guys. I got to warn you. All right.
Wait, no. We don't need the background.
No, we don't need the background. We're good.
Okay, I can't do it with the earbud in though.
Don't
Oh,
worry.
take it
I
out.
hear
Take it out.
background. I got wine. I hear
Yeah, you can
all
take
the
it out.
background for
We'll
everybody.
just take it out fully, and we can hear him.
Actually, yeah, I can take this out fully for. I don't know if I can still
Go
hear
ahead.
you. If I okay, let me see. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
There
perfect.
we go. We can
You
just
got a
make
kid
it.
there. They know everything techie.
So you want me to start or?
You start. I'll follow in.
And Sydney, scoot over a little. We don't get to see your face. We need to see you too. Yeah, there. That's better.
So we're
What do you
gonna
mean?
just do a little bit of it, but
Okay, enough of the disclaimers. Come on with it, girl. There's the bell.
if I die young, bury me in satin,
Lay me down on a bed of roses.
sink me in the river at dawn, send me away with the words of a love song. Oh. Lord, make me a rainbow.
Shine down on my mother. She'll know I'm safe with you when she stands under my colors. Oh,
Life ain't always what you think it ought to be. No, ain't
Uh-oh.
even gray, but you buries a baby.
a sharp knife of a short life.
Well, I've had just enough time. If I die young, bury me in satin,
Lay me down on a bed of roses. Sink me in the river at dawn. Send me away with the words of a love song.
sharp knife of a short life. Well, I've had just enough time, and I'll be wearing white. When I come into your kingdom, I'm as green as the ring on my little gold finger.
I've
Well-
never known. I don't know the rest.
So we can stop there.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm ringing the bell. Let's get some hearts on there. It's harder than it looks, folks. I know. I hate when people ask me to do stuff extemporaneously, but I'll do it because I'm a ham. But very nice, ladies. Thank you so much. And now, Cindy, don't ever try to pull the shy card because you don't have one.
She doesn't. She sang
No.
in front of like an audience of
I'm surprised. I was just waiting for, if you hadn't been holding the lyric sheet, she'd have probably pushed you out of the way.
She does.
She needed you because you were holding the.
She nails Titanium.
I was like, what is
The
that
song
word?
Titanium. So
Yeah, it was so far away too. Good for you. Good for you. Thanks for joining us, Sydney. Thank you so much. Have a good one. We'll get you on here on your own show, girl. There we go.
Yes,
That was
definitely.
Sydney, everybody. Now, I want to ask you. You got a lot of friends here tonight, and that's nice. A lot of people watching. Welcome. If you just joined us, everybody, you're in the midst of Bathrobe Moments After Dark with Loren Michaels Harris, and my guest tonight is Jacqueline Seymour. So I gotta know because somewhere watching right now is somebody's 80-something-year-old mother or grandmother, and they're going, that girl's name is just nasty. Now you probably go, well, how is that, Granny? Come on now, Seymour. What do you think she's saying? So, I've been waiting all night to say that one. But,
my husband was gonna, honestly, we had a big joke in our family because we were gonna start a hot dog business called Seymour Weenies and buns.
yeah. But you know what? It would have worked.
It would have. It really would have. I mean,
That is so
you spell it
funny.
slightly
Lisa
different.
Johnson likes that one. Yes. Oh, we got a whole bunch of. Let me get some of these up. So listen.
Lisa.
So everybody wants to know is it because everyone assumes that when you hear a great name that it was chosen out of a fishbowl. Is it a stage name or is it really your name?
It is not. It's my maiden name was Kurland, and it was Jacqueline Kurland, and my husband's name is Seymour. So I really loved the name, and I said, why change it? Why?
Well, let me tell you something. You traded up with those last names because Jacqueline Seymour definitely sounds like the star you are.
It does. It's much better.
Yes. Oh, Chris Tomlinson, one of my best main guys, is in the house. Hi, Chris.
Hi,
Good to
Chris.
see you here. Welcome, and I'm personally introducing you, Chris Tomlinson, to Jacqueline Seymour. Great guy, great story. Chris Tomlinson, been a guest on our shows a few times now. Then Lisa, thank you so much, and Melissa Gordon, all of you that are here, welcome to the show. And so I want to get into some things that are a little more interesting than just the typical questions. Not that there's anything wrong with those, but I want to ask you some of the things that I know people are burning to ask about this world that you live in and stuff we want to talk about what's coming up. And we're going to do all that, so we're going to head to break here a couple minutes early so we can get back and let you just run with it. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, everybody stay put. We're going to be right back in just 2 minutes. Okay, and welcome back to Bathrobe Moments After Dark with your host, Loren Michaels Harrison. Tonight, my guest is Jacqueline Seymour. Now, I
Hello.
want to say before we get started, hi, Jacqueline. Before we get back into the last half of the interview tonight, I want to say thank you, and thank you again to our sponsors for tonight's show, which is Emperor's Medicine here in Naperville, Illinois, right outside Chicago, here in the southwest suburbs, where you can go for functional medicine, acupuncture, and all things holistically done. So, thank you to our friends over at Emperor's Medicine. So Jacqueline, okay, let's get into the deep down, dirty south of your career. So much going on. I was sitting during the break going, should we talk about the movie first, or should we talk about the song? I want to talk about the song first because first of all, you got a hit single coming. It's featuring some really great artists. And talk about reggaeton. How do you say that? Reggaeton.
Reggaeton. Yep.
Reggaeton. So that's a reggae backbone, right?
Yep. It's like almost like a dance hall feel.
Okay.
With a pop singer in it. So it's almost like a mix of EDM, pop, and dance hall, which is really, really kind of fun.
And you're 43 years old, so you're supposed to still be into Backstreet Boys and this, that, and the other. And so you're. Okay. I was gonna say girl, quit playing. Okay.
And actually, a good friend of mine, Jeff Timmons, who I'll say hello to on here too.
Hi, Jeff.
He's awesome too.
Awesome. That will ring the bell for Jeff. How's that?
I don't know.
So,
I don't know if
tell
I
us
can give
about
a quick shout out.
Yeah, the people. What'd you say? You got a shout out?
Sure. My best friend, Gina Wheeler, has supported me through everything. She's also my next door neighbor, and I couldn't do what I've done without her support. And Gina, I love you.
Well, that's saying a lot. Hats off. There you go, Miss Gina. Listen, tell me the names now. Is it Inusa?
Inusa Dewada, and Papa Flava.
Papa Flava.
Yep.
Okay, not Papa Flav.
No, he is. Both of them are unbelievable. Inusa currently has a song number 3 on U.S.
Jungle
20 top 20 charts.
That's the song Jungle.
Yep.
Yes. Know it well.
Yeah. He's great guys too. I have to tell you. And Stefano is the producer of the song that we're working on currently, "Let Me Love You." He's remarkable. He is honestly one of the best producers. Well, one of the top producers I've worked with.
Well, let's talk about this. So it's not, I mean, my album's 2 years old, but we start cutting a new one in August. But we do in my genre, I don't say my old ass, but the job. I mean, here we have like 14 songs on the album. Boom, now it goes. But nowadays, doing things in any way you want to do. So tell us about why you have this one song that you're releasing as a single. Is it an EP?
It is. It's a single EP, and then from there we're gonna drop an album, all of us together.
Oh, okay. So you're getting this out ahead of everything.
Yes.
You guys are gonna put together the rest of the project.
Yep.
Okay, I got it. So what's the name of this song that we're gonna be talking about tonight?
It's called "Let Me Love You."
Okay, go ahead. No, I can't. No. Ask me again.
Said that. Everybody's been joking with me saying that, and I'm like, ooh, okay.
So where'd the song originate?
It started, actually Stefano sent me the track, and he said he originally did my song "Silver Lining," and it was, I love it. I love that song that we released together. So when he sent me the song, I heard it, and immediately I was like, yes, I hear the lyrics, I hear the vocals in it, I got this. And then I immediately heard a reggae voice in there, something to feel. So I reached out to Inusa, and I heard his stuff, that he has done, "Walking on Sunshine," all, his different tracks that are really awesome. And I said, "Yay, I'd really love to work with you," not even knowing that he knew Stefano.
Wow.
So talk about a small world. And
or divine timing.
Come to find out that they have been friends for years. So he reached out.
Let me start. I'm a motivational speaker. That's what I do by trade. That's my primary. So I want you to understand something. When you said it's a small world, that don't water down your blessing. It doesn't mean just because something was so well put together. That's called a divine appointment, sister. That happened inside of an entire universe.
That is very true.
You hear what I'm saying? Right.
do.
So let's ring the bell on that one because I love it when a plan comes together. That's
I
how
do
you
too.
know when things work smoothly, like you were describing. That's when a plan is coming together, meaning a master plan. You know,
Yes.
you never hear, don't you just love it just when any old shit comes together? That ain't how it works. So, don't underestimate your blessing. Seriously.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Because the law of attraction is a real thing. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
So yeah, so we all ended up just working together. Noosa got a hold of his cousin, who is actually Papa Flavor, and he lives in Australia, and he is
Okay.
amazing too. The two of them came together on this track, and the production so far is going very well. I think we have a clip somewhere that we can play. I think it's like a 30-second clip. I think I sent you, but
You did.
I did. Yep.
I got something else though. I knew I was not going to be predictable. But you can tell everybody where to go to find it. Well, I'm going to put something up on the screen. But okay, I've got a question for you. Not to interrupt, but I got so many questions for you, and I know what time it is, literally. So I'm getting in these good questions, these good ass questions. I'm getting them in because before I know it, I can't wait until the fall because the movie will come out, and then you'll be hard to catch up. I'll be like stalking outside of some venue. Tell her, did you tell her it was Loren? Right? Don't be trying to act like you don't know me. I'm not kidding.
Oh
I know
God,
a
no,
lot of
no,
hairdressers,
no, no.
girl. You got to go get that pink somewhere. That's all I'm saying. I know a lot of hairdressers. Snap, 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 snap. So listen, I gotta ask you, has this ever happened? And I know it has. So just keep it real. Tell us what you do because somebody out there needs to hear how
Sure.
you move past other people's bullshit. So when you have heard, well, aren't you a little old to be
Oh, I've
trying
heard
this?
everything.
Talk about it.
Everything. I've heard
That's a
a
mindset,
lot of
girl. That's a mindset.
my friends probably noticed under the recent headshots I posted and stuff. I had a lot of nastiness. You know what? I'll give it back in a very nice way, or I will ignore it and just move forward with my business and do what I have to do because I have had family.
Where's your
Um,
microphone?
oh, hear me?
Put it. I want to hear you better because you can spit some gems out, and I don't want anybody to miss it. I heard something in my mind. Something whispered to me. Tell her to put that on because we need
Can
to
you hear
hear
me
this.
now?
Because you're about to
Okay.
tell people about haters.
Yep.
Because I
I
have a feeling you don't give them any power.
I don't. I don't. I have had family. I have literally had to delete off my Facebook.
Mm.
Close family. I have had
Bye,
very,
auntie. Bye, cousin Gina. Right. I'm sorry, Gina. I don't know why I used your name. Go ahead.
but I have literally. I consider. I mean, my parents are great. They've supported me. My father is a pianist. He's awesome. He has done piano with me since I was a little girl and sang all the Les Miserables and everything. But I have had direct family. I've lost friends. It's crazy. I've had random people comment on my post nasty things.
Mm.
Um, just nasty messages sometimes,
Yeah.
and then I get those amazing messages that
There you go.
really delete all those terrible, terrible feelings that you get when a hater hates on you. And
So,
that is what pulls you through.
okay, great. So you're not saying that it doesn't affect you at all, but
Right.
you must have some type of process that you use because it is hurtful. It's hurtful.
Yes.
And a lot of
Yes.
people try to play like, I ain't paying that no mind. But really, when it's just them, you wonder why people are so mean. So what do you reach for, Jacqueline? Where do you go to get through that? Because you don't go around it. You don't
Nope.
get under it and you don't get over it. You go
Nope.
through it. Where do you find that door?
I go to the next possible thing that I can do with my music or modeling or acting. I don't if I take no for an answer, then I'm finished. So what I do is if somebody tells me no, hey, okay, that's fine. You know what? I respect that. I'm gonna go to the next person that I feel,
Mm-hmm.
is good for my circle,
Okay.
my aura, should I say.
Okay. Okay. Your
um,
energy field.
yes.
Okay, I got
And
it.
and
I got
and
it.
I have chosen to work with only good people. I'm going to be honest with you. I as much, even if it sets me back, um, it's no fun if you're doing something and you don't enjoy it,
Amen.
especially what you
Count it
love.
all joy.
Yes. So when you get the haters, my advice is honestly look for that next thing that you want to do, like a song. look for another producer that you want to work with, or produce your own song, or,
There you go.
you know, work on something, use that anger or that, you know, that hatred coming from that other person and turn it into a positive.
Love that. Great info. And ring the bell. Listen, we're going to play a little game. You up for that?
Absolutely.
Okay, we're going to play a little game. This is something that, and I'm practicing on you for when I have my show, either to the right or to the left of Jimmy Fallon, because that call is going to come. So
Yes.
I'm just letting you know, when I get you on that show, we're going to play this game again.
I'm totally
Okay?
in for it.
Okay. So here we go. This game is called What the Top 3 Things I Did That Day. So I'm going to put a picture of you up on the screen. And you're going to tell me the top 3 things you did that day, either getting ready or what happened afterwards. But you know, because I know that, you know, these days you go, all your shit's laid out. You can't wait to get up. And you're like, oh my God, I should have went to bed earlier. All that stuff. So here we are.
And I'm honest. So
good.
This might get blunt.
Exactly. So here it is. Jacqueline Seymour and the game. The top 3 things I did that day.
Oh boy. Okay then.
Where are you? What are you doing? And what were the top 3 things you did that day?
I was at Vogue Fashion Week runway. And before that, yes, I had the worst panic attack I think I ever had my entire life.
Wow.
So before that, let's see.
If you want to stick your head around the side of the picture like this, you can. Other way. Yeah, there.
Well,
roll.
I barely ate anything that day.
It shows your ankles are extremely supple that day. I knew you were fasting. Okay, go ahead.
Let's see. I definitely had a coffee, and I was wired before I got there. So
you remember what the panic attack was all about?
Yes, it was definitely singing live in front of all those people.
See, that would have been the last thing I would have thought.
And we actually did have some mishaps at that show where the sound quality kept cutting out of my microphone. So I literally was singing with no mic.
But you know what? Here's the good news. Out of all the things that didn't go right or could have gone better, we're looking at a picture that looks like pure perfection. If you hadn't told us, we'd have never known.
Yes.
That's the beautiful thing about the truth. It'll always leave you with what you need the most. So there we go. Next picture. Jacqueline Seymour, what are the top 3 things you did this day?
That's a good question.
Ooh, I might have found a stumper.
I know I slept in that day, and then got all ready, like threw my stuff together for the photo session, went and got a coffee, of course, and then had my makeup done. I did my own hair for that wow. Session. That was just kind of
hanging on that one.
And went home and passed out. I was exhausted.
Okay. I've gone home and passed out for a lot of reasons. Exhaustion is hardly ever one of them. But anyway, good for you. Okay, I'm gonna make you reach back into the catacombs of your memory a little bit further, at least under a different hair color spell. And so, Jacqueline Seymour, what were the top 3 things you did this day?
Oh wow. Okay, so that day we filmed a music video that never actually got developed. It was for my song Disturbing. And we had so many people. Gina was there. Everyone was there. And we had extras in it and everything. And that photo shot was actually done by a wonderful photographer named Kevin. He lives in Florida now, and he's known me for many years. He actually knew my modeling agent, Donna Sobieski. So God rest her soul. Yeah, she was my best friend for 23 years. So very sad. But yep, that's pretty much what I did that day. And you
said the song was Disturbing?
It was. It's actually on SoundCloud if anyone wants to hear it.
It's more than there, because I got some news for you. I actually saw that video in a gay bar outside of Taiwan a few years back. And there were a lot of things going on there that I can't mention here, but just say Disturbing was the right name for this video. Okay, there you go. I'm kidding, but I love the hair. It's so Britney-esque.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, is that why you went totally different? Were you talk about that? When people see something like this and they compare you, Is that a compliment or is that like stick it up yours? I am no Brittany. I am Jacqueline.
Honestly, I don't mind being compared to Brittany. I think she has been an incredible inspiration through
This is true.
even everything she struggles with. She struggles with bipolar. Everything. She's a wonderful mother.
Hmm.
She is an incredible artist. Where she performs, in Las Vegas and everything else. Up until COVID,
Sure.
but she's amazing. I wouldn't.
Okay,
Ever
so it
have
doesn't
anything
bother
bad.
you.
No.
Nice. Nice. Next one. Jacqueline Seymour. What were the top 3 things you did this day?
Okay then. Okay, so we had a photography shoot out in my backyard.
This is bigger.
And yes, and that was actually a nude bathing suit.
Oh.
So yes, so it really does
Hence
look
the
like
name Seymour.
yes, it really does look like I'm not wearing anything.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
Right.
that's my logo. And it was actually just a regular picture of me jumping up in the air with a bathing suit on.
I think
And
it's a beautiful cover.
Thank you. And they digitally animated this. It's
It
incredible.
looks
I love
great.
it.
It looks
Thank
great.
you.
Okay, so here we go. Jacqueline Seymour. Reach back. Oh, stretch. So Jacqueline Seymour, what are the top 3 things you were doing on this day?
That day was really fun. That was from my song Fallen.
Were you
And
barefoot?
I was.
You
I
look
was-
like you would be barefoot. I love
was-
this look.
And I actually cut my foot, my toe, my big toe that day. So it was the
See?
color literally of that red apple.
Oh, wow.
Right on a stick. But
Wow.
I kept going. We did the photo
Where,
shoot.
where is this?
This was taken up in, I want to say, I think that was up in my mother's back field of her farm, her horse farm.
Oh,
Yeah. It was a gorgeous area. And that in the background, it was actually I want to say that was like a small type shed or something edited in.
I love this
So
picture too. Very, very nice. You're big on symbolism, I see, and I love that. Last one should be easiest. It looks like it's not so long ago. So I'm going to ask the question for the final time tonight. Jacqueline Seymour, what were the top 3 things you did on this day?
Oh, okay. So my daughter had a friend over that day, and I was just kind of playing around with my own camera. And hello over there.
I love it. I know. I was like, hi, Jackie.
And I took this picture.
Really?
Yes, and it turned out to be literally the one picture that is going on the back of my children's books, because I don't know what I captured, but I love the colors.
I love it all. It's
everything.
It's pure
vibrant.
happiness. That's why I saved it for last, but it was the first one I chose. So
good choice.
With that, there we go. Perfect way to segue into my next question with you is I hope you brought along a little excerpt from the children's book. Talk about it. Tell us the name, where it can be found. Are you going to be signing books? Where can we get it? And you're going to bless us with a little reading from it, right?
I was having trouble with my computer, so I couldn't pull up.
No.
I know. I'm
going to throw a tantrum. I'm just letting everybody know.
I can see if my husband can print it out quickly for us.
Well, we can come back. We have about 10 more minutes. If he can get it printed out, we can get it back. We can talk about something else in the meantime. Sure.
So, honey, if you're listening in the other room, grab my book.
You can mute yourself and scream at him like you usually do if you want to.
I do.
Hey. Okay, I'm just kidding. Hey, I'm just saying. I mean, so do you think he heard you?
I don't know. It's a good question. Let's lead. I'll lead around the corner and
okay.
kind of see if.
Okay, and I have some other things I want to ask about, namely zombies.
Yes. Can you see if Dad can print out just a quick? Oh, you got it. Oh, can you print out a quick thing of my one of my books, just so I can read a little excerpt from one of them, or just grab it from the drawer?
Yeah, there you go. Grab it from the drawer.
Yes. It'll be the unedited version, but
that's okay. How do we know? We
exactly.
haven't heard it. Only see, hold on yourself again. Gotta watch that, Jacqueline. So what's the name of the movie? When do you start filming it? September? Is it September?
I believe September. If permits go through, it will be filmed in Georgia. So they do have the locations
Be
locked
careful
down.
with zombies down there. You know the devil went there.
I do. I
Georgia,
do.
that's
I
what
know.
the
I
song
know.
said.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. But
So tell us about it. What's the premise? What's the name of it? And who are you in it? Or
okay.
what?
So
What are you in it?
my character is Eve. And we're still in discussions with everything. Contracts are going through and
Okay,
all of
hold
that.
it. Hold it before you go any further. Eve. Did they mention anything about an outfit made out of fig leaves?
It possibly could. I play a model in it that is transformed into a zombie.
Mhm. I'm telling you, see, it's a good thing I'm not a manager or an agent or something like that. I'd be asking all that. How interesting.
Now
Eve.
that you asked that,
Hmm.
actually, I do have a picture in my portfolio, and a lot of my friends have seen this picture of me literally in a costume I made out of leaves.
Oh, you know what? I can see you doing that. I can see you doing Lady Godiva. I saw you, weren't you? Didn't I see you? Oh, in a video, the one with the
Yes,
bird. You were on a horse.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
you're good at
yes.
all that stuff. You're good at all that kind of ethereal.
Costumes, everything. Yep.
When are you gonna come out on a unicorn?
I don't know. I think that was the closest thing to a
You gotta come
unicorn.
out. You gotta come out with body paint on a unicorn. Everybody
I
that
do.
wants to see that, put some hearts on the screen. I'll pay you 50 cents for each heart. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So they're gonna start hitting the hearts. So really, okay. So tell us the movie. How did you get it? How did you get in?
Well, I actually became friends with the writer Matt Clark and Tasha Clark, his wife. They are wonderful people. Honestly, very straightforward, honest, very talented people. And Massimiliano Churchi, who is going to be the producer director of it. So
Nice.
he's already got a lot of films out there too as well. Um, and basically, I just started talking. And, I was joking around. I was kidding around with him, and I said, "Well, not really kidding, but I kind of threw it out there." And I said, "Hey, I would love to be in one of your films. I do have the talent and the acting expertise in
Hmm.
in the past and
Hmm.
the training,
Hmm.
as I did go to performing arts school for
Clearly,
that." But
yeah.
and he said, "Hey, you
Kill
know
me.
what? I think I have a film for you, and you know, I honestly I think you'd be great in a lead role for it."
Okay,
So
totally off topic, but I gotta say it before I forget because I'm 58 and senior moments just come running through here like they own the place. No, seriously. But I'm telling you this: when we are together somewhere, which will happen, and we're going to go to either lunch or dinner. I saw it just now in my mind's eye on the big screen, and it cannot happen the way I just saw it. Listen, when we go out, you're gonna have to let me go into wherever we go first, and wait till I've been seated for about 5 minutes, then come and find your way to the table. Because there's no way I'm walking in some public spot with you and become an afterthought before I'm even in the door. I'm just letting you know. So don't act like
oh,
you never heard this when we get to wherever it is. And I'm like, where
Lauren,
do you
I
think you?
love you.
And you get
Seriously,
ready to go. And I'm like,
you're
excuse
good.
me, where do you think you're going?
You're gonna
Remember
be
back in 2020 when I said,
you're gonna be my sidekick. You're gonna be
I'm gonna
with
be like,
me. Like I'm gonna
right,
be like, hey, this guy's the shit. We're good.
go wait in the car, sister. If we can ever go, no, we can go into restaurants now. We just gotta be where. Hey, how you doing over there? That kind of thing. But and let me ask you, do you think we'll ever? Oh, that's probably had a lot to do with a lot of the stuff you're doing, the pandemic and everybody having to be sheltered in place and stuff. Did you lose
Yes.
any? I did. I lost 7 international speaking opportunities, including a TED talk in
Oh,
Germany. I'm so mad, but it's okay. Other great things have come. Other blessings where one door closes, another
exactly.
25,000 open. So,
Exactly.
but how has that been for you?
Honestly, it doesn't feel any different for me. It's really strange
That's how
because
I feel.
I just we our house is pretty much like we've transformed our home to almost like a vacation home. I hate to say it, but we did it
Oh,
for our kids. In a lot of ways. We have a pool, we've got cows now, baby cows, we it's just, it's home, and I don't really feel the need to go a lot of places right now, which is great. So a lot of my work I've done out of my house. I've really kept busy. My son's a mason, so he started his own business out of
oh,
all this. Yeah, he's done really great, and my daughter has just really kept herself occupied. She's really grown up through all this.
that's
Honestly,
awesome.
I think a lot of these teens should grow from this. I don't think it should revert the other way. I think honestly, it
Mhm.
feels almost like when we were
Mhm.
growing up,
Mhm.
in the great days when there was barely a lot of, the hard drugs, when there was not a lot of the, different kind of partying going on, safer partying.
Girl, everybody knows my story. 14 years I was out on that stupid shit. And right. So I'm just, oh yes, I get it. I feel you. Listen,
Yeah.
let's look at this comment that came in from someone that happened to have the same name, last
Oh
name.
wow. Yeah,
Sure.
my husband.
Oh, oh, well, hello there. Okay. Well, there's more than one looker in the family.
Yes. And
He looks young
honestly,
too.
yes.
Oh,
Oh
did you
yeah.
rob the crib? You cougar?
No, he just turned 42.
Okay, I don't know what's in the water there, but you need to bottle it. We'll take about 2 swimming pools worth right here. Listen, he says, just so everyone here knows, Jacqueline acquired all of her natural talent and support from her father, Stephen Curlin, also known as Bobby. He has always supported everything Jacqueline has accomplished, as well as any failures. That's a beautiful thing. Thank you, Sean.
That is totally 100% true.
That was
He
really sweet. Now listen.
I've been blessed.
Yes, you are. You have been, and you still are. Listen, I want to give everybody a little sample of something. Unfortunately, there's not video, but there is audio, and you get to look at a great album cover. I'm gonna leave your connector. Tell them what this is. I am Jacqueline Seymour. While I pull up this next clip, would you?
Oh,
Tell them about
yes,
this.
yes.
What's it all
That
about?
is, you can reach me for any booking info or to see anything that I release um at I am Jacqueline Seymour on Facebook, on
Go ahead.
let me see. Oh, sure. On let's see. Uh oh boy. Artist e-card. That's I am
Okay,
Jacqueline
I
Seymour.
forgot. I don't know why I let her do that and take over that because she'll be here. It'll be time. It'll be tomorrow morning. She'll still be listening stuff. That is where, if you want to continue the conversation with Jacqueline Seymour, type that in any place on your device, and eventually it's going to lead you to her. There you go.
Yes.
That's the release I
Yes.
just heard. Now, before we get out of here, we just have a few minutes. I'm gonna give them a couple seconds of a song of yours, which is called "Neverland." You and
You and I.
there you
Yep.
go.
That's an older one.
I know, but I liked it. I went through and it was like, okay, I can get into this.
And
Um,
I brought my book covers too for you guys to see.
okay, wait a minute. We're gonna go out with that. I'm gonna give them a little taste of this one. Let's just listen
Sure.
to this for a second.
When we thought we were strong, should have just let go of fear. When I saw we belonged, there was no right, no wrong. Should have just held on,
Hold on, my part coming.
and I just let go of trust. Then I just let go of us.
Here you go.
I want to belong with you and
I can twirl to this one. Oh my God!
I'm dancing with you.
Listen, I should play at every gay bar. It should have. I don't know if it did because it's been a long
Honestly,
time. I had bad knees then. I got good knees and I got a brand new one. I'm ready to go twirl, girl.
they love it. They love it. They have played it actually.
I know
at gay
they
bars.
do.
I mean,
right?
yeah.
They
I
just
love
told
it.
you
I
that.
love it.
Listen, hold up those covers again before we get out of here.
Sure. So here is the mystery of the
Aw.
stinky striped sock.
Loved
And
that title.
That one's dedicated to my daughter because of her stinky striped socks when she was little. And this
Love it.
one is the mystery of the horrible terrible.
And these
that one
are
is-
a series.
These are actually the ones that are in the works of illustrations being done currently.
But the books are gonna be a series. Didn't you tell me that?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Quit trying to make me look like I'm having another senior moment, girl. I don't need your help.
So
God.
yes, the illustrate me the illustrate me scribble series. Sorry.
I
Ugh.
absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Jacqueline Seymour, with all of the things in your toolbox, a person would need to book you for a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. Now sit right back in here. Oh no, that's 7. Anyway, wrong show.
Yes.
But you need more time because you have such a great story. So I'm encouraging each of you to use what you see on the screen to get in and check out and support Jacqueline Seymour and all of her wonderful works. Remember, it is never too late, and it is always there for you if you want it. None of
It
us is
is.
too old to be the teacher or the student, and none of us too young to be the student or the teacher. Don't forget. And Jacqueline, listen, anytime you want to come back, you have what I call the turnstile invitation, which means it's always
Aw,
open
thank
for you to
you.
come through. I really thank you. You were one of the best guests to work with. You got all your stuff in. You gave me more than I needed. You made it so easy to do what sometimes can be very difficult from this side of the table. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
You do a
Thank you.
wonderful job.
Thank you. And if any of you have a story that you'd like to share with the world and you don't have any place to do it, call me up. Let me know. Get at your boy, and we'll give you your shot, just like we did Jacqueline and hundreds of other people right here on Bathrobe Moments After Dark.
Loren is awesome.
Ah, thank you. Thank you so much. And thanks, Sydney. Thanks, Sean. Everybody, Poppy, everybody here for what they have helped bring to this world in the form of Jacqueline Seymour and all of your wonderful, wonderful content. I love it
Thank
and I adore you.
you.
Have a wonderful day tomorrow. Stay safe and God bless. And we're looking forward to the movie in the fall.
Definitely.
Okay, everybody out there, stay safe. Listen, if you want a blessing, all you have to do is find your way to the nearest mirror. Take a good look at what you're looking at, because once you see that blessing, you can go out and be that blessing. I'm Loren Michaels Harris. You guys stay safe. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see you next week.
Bye, everyone.